Anything like Paimon was imagining.
That's because in the distant past, Natlan was home to an incredibly advanced civilization ruled by dragons. Humans only established their own society after the fall of the dragons.
So these are Saurian ruins? Wait, you mean like the elemental soft?
Yes, a really long time ago. Very few records have survived until now, so no one really knows what the devices here are for. These ruins have been abandoned for a long time, but with the recent increase in Abyss activity, the installations around here have somehow been activated again.
So what you're saying is, we're not in for an easy trip to the Night Kingdom.
No, it's going to be obstacle after obstacle from here on out.
It's the
Of course. I'm eager to get started.
Then let's go.
Seems like the road ends here. How should we get across?
As a professional trainer, I think you could stand to build up your endurance, Paimon.
Professional trainer? Paimon thought you were a warrior from the Collective of Planning.
Well, that goes without saying. But I actually work as a sports coach. I provide professional
Those guys look familiar.
We've fought them before. Let's go. Show no mercy.
Lament!
Illusion shattered! Torn to oblivion! Shine down!
Is this retribution? Time for retribution!
Illusion shattered! Now you shall perish! Wind, hear me!
Useless!
There is no escape! Killer's blood!
Burn!
Whoa, the place we need to go seems really high up.
Disappear! Good. The day has finally come.
Barbados, guide us. Shine down! Inazuma shines eternal! Illusion shattered! Remove all obstacles. Torn to oblivion. Shine down.
Verdict is...
Wind, hear me.
Evil conquering! Time for retribution!
Inazuma shines eternal. There is no escape. Absurd. I swear by my sword.
Verdict is...
Torn to oblivion. Shine down. Detached from the world.
Burn!
Wind, hear me!
Verdict is...
There is no escape!
Useless! Evil conquering! Burn!
Shine down! Inazuma shines eternal! The thunder falls silent. Barbados, guide us. There is no escape. This is the final stretch. We just need to climb up, and we'll be there. Nothing to it.
Easy for you to say.
This must be the entrance the Pyro Archon told us about.
Yes. There's something in the depths of this place that feels familiar, yet also foreign.
We actually have to go in there? Okay, Paimon just needs to psych herself up. Don't push her through before she's ready. Hey! You don't have to drag Paimon! You're pulling too hard!
Looks like we made it. This is the Night Kingdom.
It looks so that overflow of energy is probably...
From this point forward, everything we know about the real world no longer applies. Anything can happen here.
Paimon's more...
Do you see that patch of light on the ground? It's shining down from that fissure in the sky.
Oh yeah, right in front of us. So that's coming from up there?
Just like I said, our real-world knowledge doesn't apply here. We fell all this way, yet came out completely unscathed. If this was the real world, we'd have to climb our way back up to the entrance. But here, all we have to do is stand underneath the light and offer a prayer.
That's it? You really think that little of Paimon? That's not even why Paimon asked!
So that means all we need to do is find Kachina and bring her to this location.
Exactly. This light is streaming in from the real world. It's a link between the two realms.
The terrain looks difficult to navigate, and the visibility's not great either. How are we supposed to find Kachina in these conditions?
Yeah, these floating black things don't look super friendly either.
Those are all manifestations of abyssal power. Be careful.
Ghost! A talking ghost!
calm down. I'm here to help. You're the ones who helped Vichama, right? Yes, I'm Vichama's friend, Malko. I was completely lost to this realm until I sensed a mysterious power calling out to me. It's like it was seeking me out, attempting to reassemble the pieces of who I used to be. Of course, it could only do so much. I'm sorry I can only appear before you in this imperfect form.
No, we should be the ones apologizing. If the Spirit Speaker's stone hadn't become corrupted by the Abyss, we could have done much more, but we had to destroy it. Otherwise, Vichama and his tribe would have been in danger.
Of course. Thank you for protecting him. I never imagined that, even after all these years, he'd still take such a risk for me. Under the power of the stone, it felt like our souls were connected. Turns out even our regrets were exactly the same.
Whether in triumph or death, you want your best friend by your side.
Exactly. That may not be in the cards for us, but it's not too late for you. You're looking for a young girl from the Children of Echoes, right? She's being chased by an embodiment of abyssal power. I'd like to help her while I'm still in this form, so follow me. Be careful.
Paimon didn't realize it had gotten this bad.
It's like a seething volcano ready to engulf our world at any moment.
Ouch!
Quick, get back here! You can't go wandering off. Stick close to me. My power will be able to ward off attacks for the time being. We won't be able to keep this up. Let's try another route. This way.
Go as planned!
Good. More monsters.
We shouldn't waste our time on them.
Illusion shattered!
Disappear! Useless! Burn!
Shine down!
Wind, hear me!
Now you shall perish!
Oh, Paimon can't see anything!
It's easy to get lost here. Just stick close.
Did you hear that?
What?
Never mind. It was probably just my imagination.
Don't scare Paimon!
I heard it too. It was a voice.
What did it say?
It doesn't matter. It's certainly.
Paimon just heard keep going. Paimon wants to get out of this place.
We're here, Kachina! Oh, honey? You made it!
Looks like our reunion will have to wait until we take care of these monsters.
Good idea. Let's... Come on! Pull yourself together, Kachina!
Time for retribution!
Everyone has their limits.
Is this retribution?
You're here! You're finally here! Thank you so much! That monster can appear from anywhere! It almost caught me a bunch of times. The Wyup's power helped keep me hidden, so I just tried to stay out of sight until you got here.
Had a girl. You did so well. And most importantly, you weren't hurt.
Should we start heading back then?
Actually, I have a request. I can't exactly put it into...
That was the Pyro Archon's theory as well.
In the Night Kingdom, there are 6 main totem poles representing the Wyub of each. You can think of them like the body of each Wyub. Additional, there are countless, but if a proxy were to be...
Judging by the current situation,
Still, we can't just leave the Wyub to suffer.
I agree. Getting rid of the monster might slow down the deterioration of...
Kachina? What?
Nothing. Just...
Maybe we really should leave.
No, I'm fine. Just up ahead. I'll leave...
Listen to me, Kachina. We'll come with you. But that's... You don't have anything to prove either.
all right. The sooner
We've already come all this...
Let's go. This...
I'll stay here and try to stall the Abyss monster.
All by yourself? That's too dangerous.
It's all right. I may not be as strong as that monster, but I'm definitely more familiar with the area. I don't have much time left. If you're anything like my friend, I'm sure you're not particularly fond of goodbyes. So go. Achieve your goal. And return to the world where you belong.
Thank you for everything.
You're a true... Does your head still hurt? Let me help you walk.
I'm fine. You should know I'm made of strong...
Why, can you... So we were right. The contamination is already too severe. Alright, get ready, everyone. Time to purge the abyssal energy from this place.
Careful. We've got company.
Already?
You really think that puny soul could slow me down? He tried to get in my way, so I
You...
He would have dispersed with or without me. Rather than worry, you may have defeated others of my kind in the past, but underestimate me now. No. I thought that is the ancient name. The Pyro. Don't believe me? Then ask yourself, why is the Pyro Archon strong beyond measure, while you, Kachina, remain so pathetically weak?
Kachina, give me your hand. Feel that? Thanks, Moalani. Because I'm not alone. You're right. But you also couldn't be more.
What?
The courage we have to stand before you and not back. The power lies not, but in our commitment to.
Well said!
Let's go, Kachina. It shouldn't take more than two of us to handle an enemy like this.
Sorry in advance, but you...
There aren't many in Natland.
Hear the inferno!
That's an epic flame!
Flames of redemption!
Ho! Carving waves!
For my fucking coming!
Drilling down!
From on high!
Woohoo! Ho! Let's shred, Sharky!
Need a surfboard?
We won! We actually won!
That's what he gets for underestimating you two.
Fantastic work, Kachina. Absolutely fantastic. This makes me so unbelievably happy.
I'm happy too, Moalani. Together we really are unstoppable!
Huh? My ancient name is glowing? But I thought
It's probably a projection from the real.
Wait, does that...
That was a bold move, diving headfirst into the fire to save your friend, especially in a place. Still, seeing you pull it off was really something. Everything you said was exactly right, as it took years worth of... The Pyro Archon's plan will unite us as one. Only then will we have the power to Tupac, a warrior from the people of the Spur.
I've heard that name before. You were the
Since you were able to awaken my words from your ancient name, that means you have fully embodied. Under the name Umoja, you shall... As long as blood its blaze will become even amid everlasting darkness. Our bonds remain eternal.
So that's what happened.
What do you mean?
500 years ago, they forced...
We can go over the details once we get back. I know bits and pieces, but...
This sounds like something that's going to need... Okay, that should be enough.
Why up? Can you hear me?
I hear your voice, Kachina, my dear child.
Great. Well then, I'm afraid it's time to say goodbye. I just wanted to make sure you were okay before we leave, but we can't afford to stay here any longer. I was going to ask why you bestowed an ancient name upon someone like me, but it's okay. I'll keep searching within myself for the answer. I'll never stop trying to improve my strength. One day, I'll live up to the hero you saw in me.
You are already an outstanding child in my eyes, Kachina. No matter what happens.
Huh?
You are all my most beloved children. It has always been my honor to protect and nurture you. Your ancient name is just that. A name. Much like your parents chose to name you Kachina, I also gave you a name, but it need not define you. Focus on who you want to be. You are already worthy of your name. Now, you need only devote yourself to becoming a better you. The story of your ancient name is for you to continue. Just like your parents, my love for you will never change, no matter what the future holds.
Thank you, Wyatt.
It gladdens me to see the Pyro Archon's plan move another step towards completion. But it is time for you to leave this place. Go now, my children.
I know we've never met before, Wyatt, but I just wanted to say thank you for encouraging Kachina.
Whoa! What's going on?
We're out of time.
It's the power of the Abyss. Quick,
It's a Sealy! The Sealy opened the way for us! The opening in the sky! It's closing!
We need to hurry, or we'll be stuck here!
watch out for the falling rocks! Quick, through the middle! Come on, faster!
We'll never make it!
You've done well. Now come home.
We're back!
The Pyro Archon's sake.
But she's not here. Yeah, didn't she say she used—
She's still in the speaker's chamber. What we saw in the Night Kingdom was just her consciousness.
So you're saying her—
Every great display of power.
You must feel terrible. Let's get back to the stadium. The Pyro—
I recommend getting a full.
Paimon feels okay. What about you, Traveler? Right. You always seem to do pretty well against the Abyss.
Let's get going. We need to share what we learned in the...
Right.
I'll let her every move we...
It's good to see you all here in one piece. I know you must have a lot of questions, but let Koichi check you over first. It's best—
Thank goodness you made it back. Take a seat, everybody. I'll examine... All right, that should do it. I have to say, though, I've never seen anyone react to the Abyss like you, Traveler. It's like...
He always has been special like that. He can even purify its power. Wait, now that you mention it, Paimon doesn't think she's affected either.
Given the current situation, that ability will likely play a great role in the events to come.
Of course. I still have...
Thank you, Koichi.
All right. We might not see eye to eye, but we both had good intention. Just give it time. I'm sure we'll figure things out between us one day.
Yeah.
All right. There's so much to discuss. I'll get straight to the point. Natlan is on the verge of destruction. It's very possible our nation has less than a year before total—
Huh?
No.
That's right. But I've only ever our looming destruction.
Mulan told us a little—
500 years. Unlike the other nation, the battle against the Abyss was even then. And still, this— The problems plaguing the Night Kingdom are all the more complicated because that realm is essentially functioning as Natlan's ley immediately after the war. But at that time, our civilization was dying if we didn't bring the— So, the Archon had a long and involved discussion.
So that's what happened. After finding Gachina, I encountered a strange figure. Since the plan was mentioned in those memories, I guess I've been chosen to play but there's still something I don't understand. Those memories showed me the Pyro Archon from back then. And it was you.
Huh? But that doesn't make any sense. The Pyro Archon is—
That's right. The hardest thing for humans to overcome has always been time. Or rather, a god can extend a human's life by using a certain amount of divine power. But, as we all know, Natlan doesn't have gods like that. A human life, only by dying before my time could I have the chance to wake up again.
So, in other words, this is your second life?
Yes. We only managed to defeat the Abyss all those years ago because if the Natlan of the future was to have a fighting chance, the Pyro Archons that came after the war had to rebuild the decimated. The goal was to reunite the people and restore this. Once a tribe was back, the Chosen would then.
So that means...
That's right. You bear the ancient name after your adventure in the Night Kingdom.
So in other words...
Yes. According to the plan, each tribe was supposed to have been fully restored by the 6 heroes successfully once again, it comes down to...
Just like how the...
Exactly. It's just another... If we want to unblock... So, I've tried my best. Currently, Shilonin of the Children of Echoes, Kinich of the Scions of the Canopy, and Iansan of the Collective of Plenty have all been acknowledged by their names. During your adventure, you too earned the acknowledgement of your Wayab Mualani. In the process, you gained the memories stored within your name.
Well, we have less than a year.
Yes, but we have no choice. We cannot start the... That's also why I have...
But if you knew this whole time...
Perhaps, but just like your determination...
So I suppose you're not going to tell us who the final 2 heroes...
That's right. Their time is yet to come. Putting pressure on them beforehand will only hinder their development. I can only trust. I have never believed I could solve this crisis alone. Natlan's salvation lies not in its Archon or any singular individual. You're quite perceptive, aren't you? I thought I might get away with avoiding the topic.
Huh? Oh, right! All of the stuff...
Even though I sacrificed my power, I still needed a contingency plan to ensure you would... After all, I was the one who allowed you to take that risk, and Mualani has an important role in addition to their sentiment.
Fuel?
Yes. The stories embodied by those items are certainly important, but there's an even more significant... Over time, they became imbued with a certain amount of contending fire from being carried in battle. On their own, each item's power is lit. By burning those items, I was able to activate the It was a rather crude approach, so all their power was depleted in an...
But weren't they all precious treasures? What about...
That's exactly why I dragged you all here. No matter what, I never wanted the Pyro Archon to have to use that power. Oh, I'm so sorry.
You have nothing to be sorry for. You all deserve my thanks, actually. If you hadn't saved the totem pole, that area of the Night Kingdom would have been forever lost to the Abyss. And then, besides, if they knew those items helped...
Even when you put it that way...
There's no need. Remember what the people and the events of the... If you still have regrets, let them fuel your resolve. Your deeds will become new legends and nurture new forms of power just like...
Well, we'd still like to return the...
Well, if that... Now that Kachina... And we could all use the rest, that's... Try not to let it get... All right. You should head out.
When I was young, I used to sit by the hot springs and listen to the stories of warriors from all over Natlan. They attract people from all walks of life. Friends come easy. The people of the spring, it's been really nice seeing the children of my tribe get older. It's helped me gradually understand the true value of this. I've witnessed their energy. I'm certain Mualani will become a great warrior when she grows. One day, when I'm no longer in fighting form, I'll come here and tell stories to all the children, just like those warriors did for me. So, you better get busy, Pyro Archon, or I'll end up running out of stories.
Our nation is engulfed in darkness. Our tribes stand divided, and yet you promise victory in the distant future. The Abyss is a cunning enemy, one that I faced in battle many times. Were that not the case, I would never understand exercising this degree of caution. My rage, but you came to me because you knew you could convince me with. I understand your choice. The heroes of today will forge the path ahead with blood and fire. Just remember to earn us the victory we are owed. Otherwise, rest assured, I'll find a way to collect the debt. For Natlan.
So, you're gonna head 500 years in the future to serve as the Pyro Archon again? But what about the you from right now? You're just gonna die?
You can't ask her those questions and expect her to answer, my dear. The decision is hers to make, and she deserves our support. We will do everything we can to rebuild the tribes. Don't you worry. Even across time, we will all do our part to fight for Natlan's future.
Yeah, Mom's right. We'll always believe in you, sis. Oh, seriously though, Dad should be here. Where is he?
I imagine he didn't know what to say, so he chose not to come at all. Don't take it to heart, my dear. That's just who he is. Just remember, no matter what happens in the future, we will always love you.
I'll come find you one day. I know I can't live that long, but I'll think of something. There has to be a way for us to meet again one day. If there's an answer out there somewhere, I'm gonna find it. So, don't forget about me.
If that's your decision, then you have my full support, Archon.
May our children live to see such a lovely son.
For Natlan!
No one fights alone.
The rules are my legacy. They shall grant us the strength to overcome.
War forged the 6 tribes.
Who will be the one?
We are those who grew alongside sun and wind. Those who forged our own destiny and future. That is Natlan's fire. The lifeblood of our nation.
You here for the victory feast too?
Oh, no. I knew Chaska would be here, so I just came to deliver some medicine. I was about to leave, actually. No, it's not that I don't want to celebrate Kachina and the others. I'm so glad she made it back. It's just... well, I'll make things awkward if I'm around my sister right now.
Ah, well, you two had a fight, so...
She didn't cause any trouble during your trip, right?
Yeah, she was super helpful.
That's good.
Is there a reason you asked? You were pretty...
Maybe it seemed unreasonable, picking that fight with her before you left, but I did it for a reason. Her impulse to fight is extreme.
So what you're saying is...
Okay, so maybe it sounds a little stupid, but it works pretty well. It helps her keep her cool for a little while, at least. Anyway, I'm just glad you were able to make it back safe.
But do you really have to go that far? Can't you just talk it out?
No way. Chaska never opens up about her own pain, especially to her family. She can't learn about this, or it'll be even harder to help her. I appreciate the understanding, and don't worry. I'll find a way to help her ease this burden. Anyway, I need to get going. Enjoy the celebration. Oh, and if you ever need a doctor, you know who to find.
Ah! Who would have thought there was a deeper reason behind their arguing? In the end, it's all the...
Let's give a huge round of applause to our brave young warrior, Kachina!
Woohoo! Well done. Thank you, everyone.
I always knew you could do it, with so much potential.
You're one to talk. Don't think I didn't know you were the first person to abandon your team. I'll be dealing with you when we get back.
I had no choice. My friend invited me. I couldn't just say...
Oh, really? So you weren't just trying to get ahead in the first round?
I wasn't, I swear. When he insisted on repaying the favor, what was I supposed to do? I'm just one person. I figured Kachina would have no trouble replacing me.
But the fact of the matter is that after your departure, everyone else started thinking about...
I'm really sorry, Kachina. It was wrong.
It's amazing. So, what about you guys?
Our team captain drank too much the night before the competition and turned...
Serves you all right. No sympathy from me.
All right. There's no need to be like that, Uncle Pakal. Dear friends, firstly, I'm grateful to my friends and our great Archon for helping to bring me back. This traveler and his companion Paimon are some of the strongest people I've ever met. If they were allowed to participate in the pilgrimage, I have no doubt that they'd win the whole thing. They've agreed to let me learn from them. With their help, and let's not forget my good friends, Moalani, Chaska, Kanich, and Dayan-san. They all helped the Traveler and Paimon figure out a way to bring me back from them. They too deserve to be called our heroes. So...
Well said!
I'll drink to that. How does it feel being...
To be honest, it's a...
Well, you better get used to it! Next up, undefeated champion!
Hey, please don't make...
Ah, you're here.
How did you know? That's fun.
You look like you've still got questions. Ask away. Because the thought of telling them, abandon your families and everyone you love, and come with me to the end of time, for in 500 years Natlan will be destroyed, it seemed too cruel. You could just as easily point out that everything in this world would come to an end eventually. But life is short, and beyond a point, it just doesn't seem real. Imagine if I said, let's leave right now and go save the sun because it'll flame out in a few million years. It would sound quite ridiculous. I couldn't make them shoulder that burden with me. Besides, every generation will have its heroes, this one included. The plan could still work without them. Or, of course, without me. But since I was the one who came up with the plan, I felt duty-bound to see it through to the end.
Paimon's suddenly remembering that portrait in your room. Was that your family from back then?
Yes, it was. So when you asked me who my sister grew up to be, the truth is that very little information survives. From what I've been able to piece together, I can conclude with a reasonable degree of confidence that she ended up as an architect and artist. She played an instrumental role in rebuilding the scions of the Canopy tribe, designing and building many houses. But of course, none of her buildings are around anymore. Still, it was an impressive achievement, and I'm very proud of her. You feel loss keenly. It seems to stir up feelings of regret in you. But this is something I have long since come to terms with. This is a war, and there can be no war without loss. I am all men look to me as there are.
Yeah!
I suppose, even if the future ends in destruction, there's still no reason to give up on the here and now. And it's precisely because we humans can. This is a pivotal moment. Well, 3, to be precise. There's your resistance, if you agree.
Ancient name?
They can. Possessing the Ode of Resurrection, just like in the Night Kingdom, I will be there for you. That is a promise I will fulfill at all costs.
Yeah, we can't.
Wonderful. We've never forged.
My lord, although you're injured.
Victory and defeat are rules, not outcomes. As for you,
no matter how you don't have.
I'm beginning to see you.